God had already been stirring in my heart that we had to do something different because we only had 7 students. That was about all I really could facilitate, working full-time and doing this on the side. And that's actually when my pastor had heard about Fusion and really about the training that was going on in April. And so I just kind of went up there by myself, didn't really know what I was getting into, and went through the training, and it really was what God had put on my heart to see multiple just small groups on campus that were outreach, that wasn't just a little Bible study, but that was really being effective and reaching students for Christ. Really weren't recognized by the campus or anything, so really couldn't set up any tables or pass out brochures or anything. So it was really all just word of mouth. We just went around and the students invited their friends and invited people they knew. We had a group of about 10 students right off the bat, and we saw that group continue to grow. By the end of that year, or the end of that semester, actually, we were at about 12 to 15 students that were showing up regularly. And so it was at that time that we split into 2 groups. They were the ones doing the ministry, and that was really my heart to see. The Fusion model has really benefited our church a lot. Like I said before we started using the Fusion model, we actually did having 1 college student that came. But after implementing the Fusion model, we saw a lot of students start coming. At one point we were up to 20 or 30 that came every Sunday morning. Also out of it, a lot of those students got involved in ministries in the church like worship, or some of them kind of helped out with Sunday school or with the kids and nursery, stuff like that. Actually, one of our leaders who came in as a freshman had just been saved for 6 months, got involved in our groups. God really took him through a testing time and broke him, and he ended up coming up into leadership a year later and was very dynamic leader. Saw a lot of people start coming to group, a lot of guys that came back to the Lord or gave their lives to the Lord for the first time through his group. And year after that, he really had a heart for youth ministry, and our youth pastor had moved away, and so he was asked to step up and take over the youth ministry. And implementing the Fusion model in his youth ministry, he took the youth ministry from 2 students to this past school year, the last meeting they were up to like 21, 22 within 1 year, implementing the Fusion model in a youth setting.